Anyway, how you doing? Let me switch back here. I'll just unmute during this part. I definitely want to make doing P5X dailies a part of the start of my stream, just so that we get them out of the way, in case we like play a lot of ZZZ. But I think being unmuted for it is good, just so that I can explain that. Because I am still going to stay in the ZZZ category. Just because I'm lazy and don't like changing categories a million times. But yeah, we're going to be fixing ZZZ accounts today. I just want to, or a ZZZ account. I just want to get these done. I don't think I have any, like, standard pulls. Oh, I do have some standard pulls. Let's fire them. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Alright. Goals. Oh, have I actually done these fights? I have not done these fights. Okay. I'm happy with Summer Motoha's team. Let's go ahead and just throw them in here. I'm assuming that Cord's gonna be fine in this fight. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and throw these guys in here. Get this out of the way. I really wish this game didn't mute when I tabbed out to check my Discord messages. But that's okay, ZZ won't. Okay. I just auto battle. I was kind of afraid that my guild would give me shit about this, but they seem cool about it, so I'm alright with it. I am well aware that auto battling is significantly less efficient than actual manual combat. I just like auto battlers, and I like Persona. I'm playing this game casually as a Persona fan, not as like a gacha game sweaty nerd. I don't know. Had this problem with HSR, so I'm really hoping this game stays casual enough that I can not care. And so far it has. I mean, the upper whale class has established itself, that's fine. I do not want to C6 every character. I've never been that much of an Atlas fanboy, so I'm not gonna. And they can have the top part of the ladder, and that will mean a lot to them. It won't matter to me at all. I will, however, be very proud of my top 1% 1.0 badge in this game. I did unmute my microphone, correct? Yeah. See, this is the problem with this, is I feel like I should just... Oh, P5X isn't on this screen. Am I on this screen? I am not on this screen. Hold on, let me just copy me over. Hold on. Yeah, let's just, like, put me on this screen. That seems like the most logical solution to this. I do really need OBS open in this window setting. here, and then Chatterino is here. Yeah, and then we go like this. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. Getting my legs again on streaming. The past couple months have been really busy for me life-wise. But, you know, we've got October coming up. I don't really have a whole lot planned for October personally, so now that life's finally settling down, I can take a break, get back to streaming a little bit again. Still won't be very frequent. Don't look forward to it. But especially stuff like this that I'm starting to do, where I'm fixing ZZZ accounts for friends and stuff, I do really want to actually stream that, because I feel like that's a lot of good, like, knowledge coming out that people could really use. And that might actually be, like, good content, instead of me just sitting here, like, high off my ass, playing games. Which I love to do, but let's be honest, it's not fun to watch. Unless you're my wife. So I think that's dailies done. And I've still got 8 days to do the rest of them. Like I said, I'm extremely casual in this game. I just love Persona, and I love gacha games personally, so of course I had to play the Persona gacha. Even if it's just, you know, as a casual. I think I'm just going to go after the Kampaku hem here. P5X 101, Kampaku is money. This little purpley gem, this is money. So we're just going to get some money. Staley's done. People really like this Premium Plus set. That's fine. I didn't buy it this time because I still like the original Battle Pass set that I have on. Except for the shoes. I don't remember where I got these shoes from, but I think these shoes go better with the outfit than the actual, like, holographic shoes. But honestly, I haven't looked at my P5X fashion in, like, a really long time. Let's just take a quick peek, really quick, at, I want to upgrade some skills on Summer Motoha. Where is Summer Motoha? I favorited her, so she's now up here, yeah. I favorited and I 80'd her. Oh, can Phoebe get more Mindscape? No. So my logic has been, since Phoebe is a navigator that buffs every single stat for every character, by upgrading her Mindscape first, I will passively upgrade her buff that she then gives to every single character. So she's my best investment at this point. So I'm going to start digging in here and really just trying to save up to max out her. And then we'll see where we go from there. But Motoha, I want to upgrade her effects. I really don't know her upgrade priority. Let's check. So I have actually, like, never been a tier list person, but I have really, really been enjoying. Let's see if I can get browser. So I have really, really, really been enjoying Pridewin. Which and I want to say also for both P5X and for ZZZ, I think their tier list takes, okay, don't ignore the ads. I think their tier list takes for ZZZ are also very, very well informed. But I really go here for P5X. You're making me regret not doing the ad block, guys. So skill 3, skill 1, thief tactics, skill 2. Okay. So Surf and Shine is my priority here. Like, if you don't know me, Motoha's one of my favorite characters. I'm going to be 9999ing her, I guess, is what we'll call it, because level 10 is the max, I think. But I want to know what ones to do first. So I think we're good other than that. I mean, I could get Cord some levels, but I would honestly rather... See what I can do for some other characters here. I would honestly rather build more characters here. Like Yusuke, I would like to 80. Very, very possible we could 80 Yusuke soon. So I'm going to save the XP for that, because I think that would really, really make him good. Oh my god, I did not realize he gained... I did not realize this game had Ascension stats. Oh, he gains 7% defense from Ascending. Okay, as a defense scaling DPS, yeah, I should probably take him to 80. Okay, alright. I'm going to move him up the priority list. He's going to be next. Alright. Let's get out of here, or else I'll spend all stream on P5X. Alright. John. Thank you for enjoying the P5X segment of the stream. Please look forward to more of my favorite odd battler in the future. Let's get into ZZZ. So, first I think it's best if I just kind of go over what we've done so far. This is a friend of mine's account. She's really struggling. So I'm gonna fix it up. There's been some things that I've known. This has become a hobby of mine. I guess I should catch people up. It started with what started way back. I had a friend who really, really wanted to Ellen, but she wasn't really like confident in her account. So instead of like, well, I love ZZZ, I know a ton about it, let me help you fix your account. And so I got her login, I started fixing it. Now I just actually 3-starred her first Deadly Assault. It was my first time fixing someone's account, so I personally made a lot of mistakes. But now I think I understand how to fix an account enough to actually fix it, and 3-starring a Deadly Assault fight on her account made me realize that. And I've gotten more experience fixing other people's accounts since I started really realizing I really enjoy this. So this Yuzuha was the first thing that I fixed on this account. 3,000 attack and Anomaly Mastery high as we can get it. Lucy's signature, totally fine. Anomaly Mastery disc 6 and attack discs 5 and 4. And just really as much attack as we can get. I really want to draw attention to this Moonlight Lullaby 4-piece, because this has not occurred to me until I did the research to rebuild this Yuzuha. My Yuzuha on main is on a 4-piece... See, I actually don't even know what 4-piece my Yuzuha on main is on. I am definitely going to be changing to this Moonlight Lullaby. This is an incredible 4-piece for Yuzuha. If you have like a swing jazz Yuzuha, I think that's probably what my main is. I would really recommend Moonlight Lullaby. It had kind of connected for me that like Lucy and Nicole got a new set. It had not connected for me at all that Yuzuha got a new set until I saw the cooks that I saw with this and playing with this for a few times, which like, let's just be honest, even for a Yuzuha that is free to play, this is insane. Like, like this is an insane Yuzuha. This Yuzuha did very, very well. Like I personally think it's better than mine on main if you don't count that I have signature. So yeah, really, 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 really good Yuzuha. It needs to be effed, but we don't have any Denny's. We can't do anything about that. So the rule going forward, so fixing everyone's account is different. Like my wife's here. I've fixed my wife's account now as well. You've actually seen that on stream. Fixing everyone's account goes differently. Everyone has different mistakes they made and different things they didn't make a mistake or things they did well, or even like things I didn't see. Like this account has a great example of that. Yishuan, look at this attack stat. But when I tell you as a Yishuan main, I was like, all right, I'll hear you out. You've got almost 27,000 or 2,700 sheer force. Like that's reasonable. I'll hear you out on this attack thing. I heard him out. It works. I'm not gonna lie, it works. Like they've got a decent amount of HP, but Yishuan's scaling stops at 1,800, so they're missing a lot of HP. But because attack is also calculated into sheer force, it's not terrible. It's really not, like relative to the rest of the stuff on the account, which is not me admonishing them at all. Like I've been saying this privately to a lot of people I'm helping fix accounts, but it's like building characters in this game with zero knowledge and no time to do the research yourself is very difficult. It is. So Bernice is another target that I really didn't have to touch at all. I'm pretty sure that They took care of this one and really put in the effort to build Bernice, so I really haven't touched their Bernice at all. Um, my Bernice on main personally is not very well built because I don't use her very much, so I don't really have expertise with that character relative to some others. Nicole, I put in a little bit of work on, but honestly, this account's just probably not going to use Nicole very much. Another thing that I like to ask is what we're going for in the near future when I get into an account like this. So this friend of mine's going for Lucia in 2.3. They're skipping Orphe and they have Evelyn and they got signature recently, so that's what we've been working on. Um, which also having two of my mains on this account is awesome. This Evelyn is well enough built that I don't have to touch her either. This is something I've been starting to do because it's a nice like reinforcement thing where I'm like, okay, this character gets a pass, this character gets a pass, and to me, Yishuan and Evelyn get a pass, Bernice gets a pass. That's where being nice stops for this one, but these three do get a pass. These three did very well. Um, let's just look at what else is actually built here because there actually isn't a lot. Piper is leveled, but she's not anything beyond that. This is definitely going to be the next project. I found her a four-piece Freedom Blues. It's not great, but it's Piper. All she really needs is the four-piece. She happens to have an Anomaly Mastery and Anomaly Proficiency Astral Voice just laying around leveled, which this is something Piper could hold a four-piece of, and technically it would be okay. I mean, I wouldn't it'd be off meta for sure, but this would not be wrong necessarily, especially because you have this Anomaly Mastery and Anomaly Proficiency two piece. Granted, they're not very good, like you've got plus 3 HP here, plus 2 defense here, but it's leveled and it works. It is her main stat. Um, but regardless, 249 Anomaly Proficiency, not that bad. We just need to work on the drive skills. This is the next project, basically. But it all hinges around Denny's. There's no Denny's in Endgame, and this person's already in Endgame. Well, almost which is unfortunate. But for now, we're just going to do dailies. So my recommendation on dailies while we're doing this, start at video store. This is pretty much the route I do when I have 2 minutes to spend on an account and I want to log out and either go to the next account or play a different game or do anything. So once you have agents, so these NPCs, let me start here. These NPCs actually do things. Each of these are different normal materials. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, so I don't want to be wrong. But it's like one of them's Denny's, one of them's character EXP material, one of them's weapon EXP material, one of them is Bang Boo EXP material. Then agents give you talent chips of their type. And A ranks give you less than S ranks. So if you have any S rank promoter, you basically always want to use them because they're saving you battery. In this case, because this account has both Evelyn and Bernice to work on, we're really going to be using them. So Evelyn promoter sounds great. I'm in the account anyway, and I'm an Evelyn main. I haven't mentioned on stream this rerun. I just got M1 W1 Orphe and M2 Evelyn. I only went on an M2 Evelyn after I saw the reruns for 2.3, which, if you're not up to date, are Fufu and Vivian. I don't need either of those characters. I have them both, and I'm happy with both of them. So I'm just going to be leaving them at where they are. I get M0W1 Lucia, and I'll look at M1 if it's good because she's a support, but probably not. Just because, like, I, I don't even need I don't even need W1. I could just throw Lucy on her and she'd be fine. But I'm going to get her signature probably anyway, knowing myself. And then I'm just going to do M0 Yadari. I've got a Battle Pass Rupture weapon laying around waiting for her that I've been planning to use for her for a long time. So I'm going to skip her signature. Like I said, I don't care about any of the reruns, so 2.3 is a relatively light pulling banner for me. So I decided to go in on M2 of Evelyn to really spoil my main. It was excellent. I'm really, really pleased with M2 of Evelyn. My review is like overwhelmingly positive. Definitely like you have to really love Evelyn or maybe even like wait until her next rerun if you just got her, but if you find yourself like really, really connecting with the extremely advanced gameplay that Evelyn provides, M2 is really, really fun. So, and while I did that, boom, that's dailies. So if you missed that route, you go to video store, you start at the counter, restock the promoter, go out the door to 6th Street, go to Howl. Howl, if you don't know, Howl is a higher chance of primo gems. Voice crack. Howl is a higher chance of primo gems. The dog at the shrine is a higher chance of Denny's. So most people are going to want to come to Howl. The only person who's really using the shrine at Swabian Temple is my no pulls until 60 account, which has no use for the extra polychrome anyway until 60. So I'm getting more Denny's that way. That's really the only account that's using that. And then I stop by the coffee shop, have a coffee. As you can see here, you will cap and it will just go straight to battery backup, which we have a lot of, but we still have space. Um, yeah, I highly recommend this route for your dailies. It's 3 minutes, it'll take care of it, and then you'll just be done and you can log out and go about your day. One thing about gacha games that are always annoying is having to spend like 30 minutes doing a quest to get your dailies done, Genshin. So it's nice to have it be just like log in, done. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but this account is saving for Lucia. 50 pulls so far, so cooking well on that, cooking well on that, cooking well on that. This is it's not fully free to play. They bought Battle Pass once or twice. I think once. I think only once because I see the cannon rotor. I've only seen the cannon rotor. Yeah, here. Which unleveled, but you know what? They've got Nekomata signature. So it's just like, okay, well, fair. Right? Like, all right, fair enough. Uh, we're cooking. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And this is like day two. I changed a lot of things yesterday and I didn't get to half the things I wanted to fix. So just be prepared. We might see some shit. Okay. So, like I said, the Yuzuha was the priority. Yuzuha is what I like to refer to as a pillar that your entire account can be based around. I've started crafting a list of characters like this, but I really think Yuzuha is one of the best examples. She can turn even a character like Sokaku into, like, look at this insane cook on Sokaku. This Sokaku is a main DPS Sokaku that focuses on being an anomaly character with Yuzuha. That's the plan. And it actually cooks like really fucking hard. Like when this rainforest gourmet reaches max ascension, she is going to have exactly 300 anomaly proficiency when paired with Yuzuha. In addition to what Sokaku does normally as a support. Keep in mind this Sokaku is level 30 and look at her attack stat with her crit stats. We are cooking so fucking hard on this Sokaku right now. I'm so excited. I had totally forgotten I was doing this with the Sokaku. I'm so excited. Because like Sokaku's one of those characters that does not get enough respect. She's insane. I There's a lot of competition for the title of best A rank. So it's hard to just immediately give it to Sokaku, but she's one of those A ranks that if you wanted to give it to her, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to be like, "Yeah, I see your point. Valid. Good take." You know? Me personally, I'm going to give it to Piper, but I, I've really got to throw the asterisk on there that if you want to give it to Nicole, you're valid, especially at M6. If you want to give it to Ambi, especially post Tiger set or King of the Summit set, you're valid. If you want to give it to fucking pretty much the only character I'm going to argue about is like Anton. And he's still not bad. Like now that I've actually learned how to play Anton, he's pretty okay. He's pretty good actually if you like play him correctly. But yeah, I don't. If you're gonna come for Ben, I'm just gonna call you bad. Ben is A rank Yishuan, so if you're gonna say Ben's bad, it's just like I don't know. You're just not playing him right. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I've always said this about ZZZ, where it's like I feel like every character, if you want to learn to play them, you can main them and you'll have a fine time. Maybe not with the HP inflation currently going on, but you can at least pick up teammates for any character you want to be your main. We're just selling whatever works here at this point, by the way, to cut myself off. But you can pick any character you want for your main, and if you're really dedicated to learning them, you will be fine. Like, I'll show you my no pulls account after we get done here. I just wanted to log in and do maintenance on this account really quick. Um, so the main request I have for this account is just to not do any story, which personally, like, as someone who really likes the story of ZZZ, if you ask me don't do any story, I will straight up do none. Um, so we're gonna spend some battery here, and then I'm probably gonna log out and go work on my no polls account. Um, I gotta be honest, I've used this Evelyn a lot, and I know that my friend really wants to get the signature upgraded. It's a waste of her battery. It is a waste of her battery right now to do that. That Evelyn is totally fine. Um, I really also shouldn't spend battery on Denny's right now, especially not with a monthly rollover next, like coming tomorrow. Yep, yep. I'm gonna actually call this. I'm gonna call this not getting baited, and we're gonna keep saving, and we're gonna switch over to my no polls account. So sorry, I don't think I have anyone watching anyway besides my wife. But sorry if you wanted to see this account get fixed. Because I actually want to keep playing no polls until 60. So let's switch over to that. Sorry, I'm just hiding the login so that you guys can't fucking steal my account. Let me change the Twitch. Because I also think this is a good like knowledge. Like I have learned a lot about uh I have learned a ton about ZZZ doing this no polls until 60 challenge. So I'll catch you up to speed on where we are, and why I'm starting it now, because it's very, very, very important to me that I started it now. I got some, heard some rumors that we might be getting a free Monado, which, if you're up to date with the announcements, we are indeed getting a free Monado in 2.3 and a free skin through the event, which is going to be very important to this challenge because I can't pull. I have 16,000 polychrome, 16 pulls saved. I have 101 standard pulls. So the plan for this account, I've been talking to my wife about it a bit, and she agrees that what we should do is when I do finally hit 60, because I feel very confident it's going to be pretty easy. Um, when I do finally hit 60 on it, I'm going to then use it as like I hit 60 without pulling. Here's the characters I'm going to pick next. And the first part of that is going to be doing these first uh 20% off 10 signal searches 5 times and seeing what S rank we get. And that's going to be the only thing I do. And then I'm going to work with those 50 pulls for a while and see how we do. But doing this has also really been a very freeing experience, if I can just really be honest. Because like I can't care about the gambling aspect of this. Like that's part of the challenge. There's no technically the challenge is no spending polychrome at all, and the only reason that that matters is that I would be able to refresh battery with polychrome if I said no spending, if I just said no pulling. So technically the challenge is no spending polychrome at all, and no pulling, just in case I guess tapes could count. Um, the idea being the 6 free characters the game gives me are the only characters I am working with, and I have been working with since level 1. And so I just hit 35 and I kind of decided this would be when I went live on stream with it, because the boring stuff is done and we're going to start actually setting up like S rank builds of like Billy, who I've learned to main, who is not anywhere close to done yet. But um yeah, so we're working with stuff. There's actually a lot you can do. Frankly, I feel like this is probably the easiest game to do this challenge in that exists, maybe in all of gotcha gaming, maybe, because of how like skill based this game is. It's actually been very easy. I've had to learn how to play the Cunning Hares, but other than that, which they're all awesome and I love playing them, and I already knew how to play both these, so it was really only learning to play Billy, who is really fun. If you have Billy and you like at all like him and want to learn to play him, let me actually just straight up shout out the guy that taught me everything I needed to know because it's awesome and I think they deserve more views. So it's Rezi on YouTube, who I have been following for a long time now. Well, not a long time, a couple weeks now. Um, oh, I opened the wrong Chrome window. It would have been bad if I let you guys see that. Okay. Where is my browser? I had like a browser thing for this. Yeah, it's right here. So, um, nope, that's not it. There it is. So, sorry, I'm learning my way around.
Hey guys,
Okay. Actually, it's his featured video, which I fully agree with. This is like 8 minutes, 24 seconds, taught me literally everything I needed to do to get to this point in this challenge. Like straight up, there is no other video I have to credit other than this 8 minute, 8 minute, 24-second Resi video. Will teach you everything you need to know about Billy. It's awesome. I love Billy now. He's one of my favorite characters to play. I've been watching Resi's videos quite a bit. Not on this account, obviously, because uh, I don't want to show you guys my algorithm. Anyway, DPS Nicole, he's got great videos. Awesome, awesome content creator for ZZ. Really, really been loving him. Little wild on the thumbnails. You got to do what you got to do to get clicks. I'm not. My tone was not good there. I'm not admonishing that. I think they're very funny videos. It's just a little wild when you're showing them on stream to other people. But that guide is awesome. I loved it. It was excellent. Ben is really, really great. I'm working on building him next. So this is kind of what I'm cooking up. I'm cooking up Stunner Ben on this because you notice we only have Ambi, and we will only have Ambi like for the rest of time. So I'm cooking up Stunner Ben. And then we got, Ambi, Four Piece King. We just hit 35, which is where you unlock S rank artifacts, so we don't have a whole lot of them, but we are working. I did upgrade an impact disc. This was just to get me through. We'll use this for now. It's not going to be great, but it is, we got a little bit of crit rate. We got the two-piece crit rate. It's usable. It's okay. We got a little pen, actually. I didn't see that. So I went ahead and threw some levels into this just to make it easier. This is an attack disc, threw some levels into this. One thing that I've really been noticing as I get higher level is that you have to take into account the fact that I only have 6 characters, and the game expects me to have like at least 15, at least 10 maybe, from like just pulling standard, right? Because I've given up at this point 100 standard pulls alone. So I have so many resources. Like it's crazy. I don't think I can ascend until 40 as well. Yeah. So that's what I'm kind of getting people caught up now. Core skills are a great thing to work on at this point. In fact, I probably should get Sokaku's. Let's do that. Let's do that so that I can quit yapping and get some combat in. I need to drink some water because I've been yapping so much. Mm. Bang Boos. This was another reason I started in 2.2 to get ready for Monato, was that I could get Excalibur from this event, who is 4 Rupture characters. So this will be for Monato. And then this comes from Lost Void, and then there's another Bangbu that comes from Withering Zone that I haven't done yet. And those are going to be my 4. And then I'm really hoping we're going to get an event Rupture Engine at some point down the line so that I can get Monado off of Puzzle Box, but that's obviously going to be where he starts because that's the only Rupture Engine I'll be able to craft. Either way, Monado plus Skin is going to be awesome. I'm really excited for that. Having so much fun. Like, I cannot I cannot fathom trying to do this in Genshin. This would be miserable. In ZZZ, I am having so much fun just playing my favorite game, regardless of the fact that I'm using garbage characters. Like, I'm just having so much fun because this game is fun. It doesn't even feel like I'm doing a challenge. Like, I'm aware, and even going to main now, I feel so spoiled. Like, oh man, this character does this too? That's broken. It's so much fun. I cannot recommend enough. Like, log over to EU region, learn how to change a region, go to EU region, start a no polls free to play challenge run. You know, you only gain by starting now and being able to get all of the free stuff they give out through events. That's just my advice for this challenge. That's one of the reasons that I started it immediately. As soon as I decided, I want to do this, I hear we're going to get a free Monado. Monado with Ben is going to be amazing. So that's my plan for that team. So that's why we're building, Stunner Ben, Impact Monado. We'll probably put Bagbu there because I hear Monado spends his own HP. And Bagbu is a healer. This is a free healing Bagbu, by the way. This is the very first Bagbu you ever get. He's been my goat. He has gotten me through so much that I did not deserve to get through just by being a healer. How is he healing me? I swear he's been healing me. Maybe I've been healing through environmental stages and I didn't realize it. Huh, that's really interesting and good to know. Actually, that's another thing that this challenge makes you do is like stop and read the very few tools you do have and really figure out how to use them. So he's a pure DPS. Okay, good to know. So, press skill here in Ambi. Billy does not use his basic attack that much. He just dodge counters and spins. Sorry. This account is very skill intensive, so I kind of do have to think about what I'm actually doing. So that's basically the loop, is we go stun into Billy. Damn, I missed the dodge counter on that. I'm trying to learn the timing. So, keyboard and mouse players. Did you know shift dodges? It's ever since I realized this about the control scheme, it has been so nice to use shift as a dodge button. So, EX skill buffs, and then we dodge counter, and then we burst. I shouldn't have EX skilled there, but Billy is a very high skill character, and I'm not that good with him. I'm still just learning, so give me a break. And then we dodge spin, dodge spin, dodge spin, and loop it around. That's cutting hairs. I missed that dodge because I was looking away. I didn't want to get hit by that. Parry? Ah, I dodged early. I saw him winding up for the extra hit. So skill there. Billy, Anby, Bagbu, Nicole into Billy, EX skill for buff, spin dash counters. Boom, that's Billy. And if there are any Billy mains that are going to be like, actually, there's this optimization you can do. Listen, you got to give me that I get it. I got it like 90%. Okay? You got to give me that one. Okay? I might not have gotten to 100. I got a 90. I watched an 8-minute video. Okay? Anyway. This is why Anby, I actually used a few shards to roll her a 4-piece king set before we hit 35, just to like B ranks. Because I really feel like it helped. I really feel like it was necessary for this challenge. So let's get Sokaku some more levels. I'm raising Sokaku next because obviously that's a huge attack buff. We're building around Billy for now because he's our only main DPS. Although what I've been cooking with Sokaku main DPS on other accounts, I'm starting to think I might be able to cook it here. We'll see. I crafted this shutter so you can get, this is something I actually noticed. Hold on. Oh, I need to do dailies. So you can get from Shinyu. I should also check that. Okay. From Shinyu, you can get puzzle pieces, which you can then craft into weapons at Box Gallery. So this has been my plan to get the craftable weapons. as we need. So the first thing I did was craft a second shutter, which was for Sokaku. You get one free, which I gave to Nicole. So my supports are taken care of. They're both shutters. My plan is Sokaku, Monado, Ben. Um, crit rate shield, attack buff Sokaku, and main DPS Monado as my second party. And then Cunning Hairs is my first party. And then that kind of leaves Corin in this gray space for now. But I'm going to figure out something to do with Corin. I do understand how she works. I do like her gameplay. I think she's unrespected. I feel like there's a lot I can do with her, and I feel like this kind of account is the perfect time to showcase that. It's just that, unfortunately, as a physical DPS having to share space with Billy, it becomes like, well, what are you doing here, girl? Like, I already have this exact role, and I don't need a second one. So, you know, tricky. Okay, we're still just trying to make money through selling. Got it. So, all that is to say, Corin's definitely on the back burner for now, but I definitely will end up building her eventually. We're still in the very early days of this account. People who were like following me while I was doing it will tell you I did this in like 2 days. It's a very recent thing that I got this far. I just like skipped through a bunch of cutscenes. We'll do a bit of that now as well. We will skip through some cutscenes and some storyline just to get it done, get the Eternaut XP, which is a big part of this challenge, right? I can confirm. Hello, hello. How are you? I did actually save the YouTube title change, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I should get YouTube chat on screen. I still haven't looked up how to do that. This is Shrine. I do need to check Boo Box. I can get S ranks now, I think, right? Yeah. I think I'm at the point where I just need to hire this. I wouldn't normally hire a 5 skill, but it's going to increase my industry so much right now. Now, in Exploring Bamboo, I will hire a 1 skill. I said 5 skill. That's not what I meant. 1 skill, sales, Bamboo. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do another 1 skill crafty. We're just very, very early on at the end game here. I will hire the Shark Bamboo. I'm not going to hire the Anomaly Bamboo. No. I think I have a 3 skill of that guy. I think I got really lucky. Oh, it's the Anomaly Bamboo I have a 3 skill of, but I do have a 5 of him. Okay. So these ones, I pretty much only recommend leveling them up until they get their skill, and then just leaving them at level 5, because you'll recycle them when you find a 3 skill in the boo box eventually. Takes 4 chips to bring them up to level 5. So worthwhile investment that, again, you'll get back when you recycle them. I could change them out, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not really worried about Shrine on this account. I do need to do weeklies. Okay. Oh my god, so much to do. Okay. Let's go to... I need to go to 6th Street and do my loop again. Yeah. This is why I can't do too many accounts on the same day, is because you just start losing track of what dailies you've done. You're just being like, did I do that on this account? No, I did it on that account. I need to get a promoter on this account. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get Ambi as a promoter on this account, because we should be able to do it. Where is Ambi's promoter quest? I have so many quests to do, dude. It's crazy. I've been like burning story. I have to get her to 3, I think. Okay. Yeah, it is 3. It is 3. This is a perfect example. I'm not going to Howl on this account because I have no use for the extra polychrome on a no polls account. Okay. And then let's get uncapped because stamina does technically recharge slower when you're capped. I gotta be honest, I think now I want to throw down a huge disclaimer that if you were not doing a no polls account, I would not recommend this. But I think because I am doing a no polls account, it is worth doing S rank domain grinding, even though I just got it. And I'm gonna get Astro Voice is the plan. The plan is that Nicole is gonna hold Astro Voice for us, and then we're gonna use two-piece crit damage set for Billy. So I need S rank artifacts now that we're getting there. Needs a strong word. I'm not going to spend too much on this. I want to make that clear too. Probably, in fact, I will only do this one run just to get uncapped. E, and then click again. I saw that one just a little bit too late. All right, this is going to proc. Billy. One thing this account has taught me... that was the wrong option. I should have gone to Nicole there. Okay, hold on. I just got to go out to Billy. I got to get this burst damage in before he's gone. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, shift as a dodge key is so nice. Once you get used to it, it's so nice. Okay, we can proc a stun off this guy. Let's do it. So EX skill proc stun, specifically, by the way. So Billy first, then into Nicole, so you can Billy again. Into main DPS Billy during the stun window. And I'm just going to burst here. That's burst, and that's game. And that's the Cunning Hares. It is the simplest team. I think the Cunning Hares are a brilliant FTP. It feels weird to say that out loud. An excellent free-to-play team. They are so high skill. See, this is why it's not worth it. I just spent 60 battery on this, by the way. I just spent 60 battery on this, by the way. Pause. um, they're just such a high skill team that most people aren't going to bother to learn them. And that's really all there is to it. Yeah, that's just better than that piece, unfortunately. So that'll work. That's... Oh, wait, actually, that lets me bring back my crit damage level 3 piece. I got a crit damage main stat. This is another one of those things, like, you have to get to level... whatchamacallit somehow. I'm going to at least roll this to +3. Flat attack, let's see what the first roll is. Crit damage, let's see what the next roll is. I'll take you to 12. Okay, I'm not taking you to 15. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Because I have Ben, I'm going to roll this. Okay, flat attack. We're not rolling that anymore, but Ben can have it. Ben can't have it. Fuck, he needs 4-piece Shockstar. 2-piece. That's fine, it's not a big deal. The game expects me to be upgrading, so... Oh, I can give it to her. The game expects me to be upgrading so many more pieces right now. That's fine. It's still really not a bad piece. Oh, wait, I was reading that as attack percent. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's still defense percent. Oh, we gotta put Ben on Protopunk. There's no way we wouldn't put him on Protopunk. On 4-piece Proto. I got a crafted engine for Ben. That's what we're gonna do next. And also, no pulls extends to Bang Boos, in case that's not obvious. So we can't, like, get Snap. So we have 113 pulls there. Okay. So I'm just really thinking about what we need to do. I think we need to get the promoter. I think I'm dead on about that. We need to get Ambi promotion so that we can start getting electric talents for her per day. Literally, I've watched these once before. I'm not going to bother reading them again. I'm going to drink some water, though. Oh, that's a new story. So, fun fact.
I'm ready to accompany you. I'll go where you go.
This is something called quality time.
Want to buy drinks at the convenience store?
HIA Club? Oh, Sansi Studio? Wait, she has a fun event for Sansi Studio? These motherfuckers. These fuckers. What do you say? What do you say for this motherfucker? Hmm. Yes. There's some fun little nods like that one. Forgot she has one that's also in the middle of the street where she stops. So this is a fun event.
Nope.
Actually, this is not a fun event. This is a wish event. Every agent has 5 wish events that you can go take them to go do, which will all give you rewards. And experiencing those fun events along the way also gives you
Trying to see if
rewards.
there are any differences between these Bangbu and the three at 6th Street. But I failed. They aren't the same three
In
from
the middle of my
6th Street,
shot, guy.
are they?
So what I like to do after they do this is just run around like this and just search for fun events. You see up here it like pops up. You it's kind of like a dowsing mini game. You just run around with them, you wait for it to pop up that they're interested in something nearby, and then you try to find it. Pretty much. And you need to do 5 of them in
Be careful
total.
not to bump into others.
Wait, why is this seems bugged. It's still telling me to go to the convenience store. Speaking of, actually, I forgot it's a new week and I should check this. Because another thing we're dealing with is that they simply expect me to have so many more characters, right? I have so many Denny's. Like, so many. And I am keeping my characters raised, so I'm not going to have a problem with raising more. Like, I'm going to buy these. These are for Ben. I'm actually going to buy these shock chips for Ambi, too. I don't have any anomaly characters, so these are total misses for me. I don't need EXP for anything. Support components, I am because I have 2 engines to raise, not just one. So I'm gonna buy those. So I did have to like actually go into the store. Okay, so now you can see experience 5 fun events, play any game in Godfinger 1 time. But before we go over there, we're gonna run around Lumina Square with Ambi. I think she might have one up here. Several characters do. No, she doesn't. Okay. She might have one over here. 3 in one area is already a pretty good amount, so she might not have any more. But because there are so few areas, she might have a lot. Yeah. Movie, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, of course she would have one for the movies. Other things like this, like if you know the character, things that make sense for them, they're probably going to have one. Right? Like, of course, Ambi's got an opinion about the movie poster that she sees as she walks by it. Okay, my voice is crackling really bad. I gotta fucking, my voice is frying. Hold on. That's his sign, by the way, not the not the characters. I need to unlock the Dew Gardening shop for this. That's true. Anyway, that's all the time we have. That's fine. That's 5 fun events. That's the max. So then you come over here to rewards. This is the one that we got for going to the convenience store together. There are 4 more down here that you can also do. These are the ones for fun times. The main reason I want to do these is for the shock chips for her. But also because each of those wish events gives a little bit of friendship XP. So we can get her to friendship level 5, or level 3. Sorry, I don't know why I said 5. So that she can promote the video store. And then I can get shock chips through her. So there's a fun event for box gallery, but I don't need any more for rewards, so I'm just going to skip it. So there's always more like 8 or 9 per character. You know, it's not like there's 5 exactly that you have to find, but 5 are when the rewards stop.
Still nothing. All hope is lost. I saw an ad for wasabi flavored ice cream.
We bake a heat here real quick. Hit. I also gotta grab some water. I might grab some tea as well. I'm yapping way too much today.
Where can I buy it? Be careful not to bump into others.
Sorry. I just died. Alright, I'm gonna get some water while I do this. So, big tip here. This is how I farmed all 30 of them I have on main. Well, not all 30, because some specify a specific game. Just start moving. Congrats, now you only have to wait a minute, and then you'll be done. I'll be right back. Alright. Main thing is that you have to do this twice, because you have to play 2 games with each agent. So, now I'm gonna go take a piss. BRB. Oh, I gotta start moving. Hold on. I actually don't think I do, even, in a 2-player. Anyway, BRB.
I misplayed that. I misplayed that.
Whoa. Alright.
I admit defeat. Really, look. My fingers are red from all the button pressing.
I love Ambi. She's so cute. Oh, you may have also seen... Sorry, you may have also seen this engine. And been like, what? I needed a 3rd or 2nd engine for something. I think it was to get this engine for Billy. So I just bought that one, because this is crit rate main stat. So, it's giving Corn 8% crit. It's not bad. Not bad. You know, it'll work for now. It'll work for now. Better than not having an engine like Billy. Anyway. Alright, let me drink more water.
I'm sorry.
I think we're good on... Yeah, there's only the floral dew, which I don't have the gardening shop yet. So, I can't do that event.
I've already informed Nicole, so we can go anywhere today.
10,000 Denny's for playing 2 games of Snake with every agent at Godfinger, by the way. If you have 10 characters, that's 100,000 Denny's that's just sitting there that you're not getting. Just saying, like, this has been one of my things about this part of the game, especially, is that people do not realize how many resources are hidden in this part of the game. So Team Out Store with Ambi, and now we've done all the fun events, all the extra mini game events. So we just do these wish events and we're done. Just wait for Ambi to catch up.
I've
Boom.
tried having tea milk with burgers before. It was good, but I still prefer cola.
Oh.
If only there was a cola tea milk.
Listen, as a cola girly, you might be like, that's gross. As a cola girly, if you told me there was a cola boba tea, I would, because that's basically what. Well, okay, that's not what milk tea is. Don't burn down my house. But that would be like my equivalent of how much they love milk tea. Let me put it that way. That I would be like
I've
bubble
already
tea,
informed
same
Nicole,
thing.
so we can
Specifically blended. Milk tea is more like over ice kind of thing, kind of vibe. That's kind of the distinction in my brain. But anyway, all of this to say, if they told me there was a cola bubble tea flavor, I would probably be like, oh, fuck yeah, let's get
I'm
that.
ready to
So I'm
accompany
not
you
going to judge her for
wherever
that.
you go.
I'm not going to judge her for cola Timo. Also, isn't Coke with like cream a thing? Isn't that basically what cola tea milk would be? The more I think about it, the more it sounds like a real thing that someone has probably done and enjoyed.
Be careful not to bump into others.
See, like it would be great to have the impact main stat defender weapon for Ben to totally change subject. From I was just seeing the cinema and thinking about the recent event weapon. It would be really nice to have that for Ben. That's one of the reasons I say if you're at all interested in doing a no pulls account challenge, start it as soon as possible. You need all the free stuff that they are going to give and then take away once a certain time period. Like I don't have Harumasa because I started this too late, which I think Haru would have made
It
it way too
feels good
easy.
here.
So I'm kind of glad I don't have him and I was forced to learn Dilly.
Rather, it feels good to be here with you.
Thanks, Ambi.
It's relaxing and quiet. If only I had a burger, it would be perfect. Oh,
Oh,
I was just thinking aloud. No need to go and find a burger shop. Let's just walk around, wherever you want to go. I'm ready to accompany you. We'll
boom.
go
10 more
wherever you want.
polychrome, 10k more Denny, 2 advanced shock chips. And then we fire the next one because there are 5 of those. There is 50 polychrome for every character you have hidden here in their
I
friendships.
want to go onto the overpass.
Ah, okay, it was one of her
Be
main
careful not to bump
goals.
into others.
This is probably the last one, if I had to guess, or the second to last one. I don't know why, but I feel like I remember this one being the second to last one. Because obviously, like, as a Turbo ZZZ fan, I've done them all on main and, like, paid attention.
The view
That's why I'm
here.
kind of just, like, speeding through them.
It's like a classic scene often seen in movies. The
Love Ambi.
protagonist will leap off here
I
into a truck filled with hay.
really hope they reference that line at some point. With, like, I don't know. You could just have a truck full of hay
Don't look at me like
driving
that.
down this place.
I can tell the difference between movies and reality.
Me too. Me too.
In any case, I can't find any hay-filled trucks.
And again, we've finished it, so there's nothing else to do but go
I'm ready to
back.
accompany you.
Ah, that was the
With your
last
help.
one. Okay. And this is unlocked through an event, so I haven't done it yet, so it's through this event. You unlock it. And that would get me to Ambi's trust, which is exactly what I wanted because now we're getting Ambi as a promoter for the video store. Also, what is this? Oh, Rhythm Rave. Okay. I'm just events like this, I just let them all unlock and then I do them all in one day in like, an hour. So I haven't touched the rhythm game yet. I hear it's not that great, unfortunately, which seems weird. It seems like with how big of a like even for Hoyo, for how big music is for ZZZ specifically, it seems like you really want to make sure to nail the rhythm game. All right, so that's Trust Rank Up. That will also get you more polychrome. Also, I guess this is what this is tied to. I noticed some characters doing it, and I couldn't figure out why. And I guess it was just because I was friendship farming for the polychrome anyway. But at friendship level 3, they become better in Hollow Zero, is the summary.
I'm ready to accompany.
And then at 4, you get their menu screen.
Standing by.
So now I have a bunch of shock chips that I can use on her as my only electric character. So Ambi character, yeah, I'm willing to go with that. I'm gonna upgrade her basic as my second priority, I think. Yeah, it says basic front. Okay. I am not willing to do that because we are gonna get a bunch of blue
Ready for
greens,
combat.
blue shock chips from this now. While I get other characters' friendship, which we should probably do. We should probably start doing because I'm only gonna have 6 until Minato comes out. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, okay, this is what I want. Yeah. So this is actually a quest for her to become a promoter. Hold on, let me do Nicole's event here. And while we're here, we might as well get some food to trigger Ben's trust event as well. I don't think plus 30 flat attack is a good idea. Billy's my main DPS. Let's just get mushroom noodles, I guess. Yeah, physical damage plus 30% seems like the best choice here. And then I think I get Ben after, yeah. And now we'll watch the tape with Ambi. Friendship optimization. I'm just gonna skip it because I've watched it. We'll do this with all the cutscenes, so there won't be spoilers as well, other than like the fights we get into, which I think this account is behind literally everyone anyway. So Ambi can now promote the video stories, the summary of that. So now, every day, this account will be getting shock chips, or at least every day I log in. Like, as a free-to-play account, I'm not that worried about it. Um, I have welcomes to log in and collect for people. So, well, for my wife and I really only. But, yeah, 100 standard pulls and over 100 pulls in polychrome. I also, just for fun's sake, am not converting any into master tapes. So we're going to see how many actual master tapes I get. Um, so yeah, that's the plan. I am going to then preset config actually squad 2. Oh, I guess I can do what underscores. I never went. 2.3 Monado. 3 Monado. 3 Monado. So the plan here, we're thinking about it, is probably start on Sokaku. Sokaku's such a good starter. Oops. Probably start on Sokaku just because Sokaku's such a good starter because she really needs to get her full fly the flag up, and it's really hard for her to do that immediately. So it's good to like get her in, get her a few points, and then make it so that she can get it through a chain attack. Um I don't think Ben chains forward, but don't quote me on that because he's probably the character I know the least. Pretty easily the character I know the least. Um I'm just trying to think whether Ben needs to be 2 or 3 or if it matters. It's really going to depend on how Monaco works because I don't know anything about his kit. Um, but that's the comp I'm thinking, basically. That way we can keep cutting hairs as my team too. And this kind of makes Corrin the odd one out, but we'll figure out something to do with her. Um, oh, and Ben is activated by Monado, right? Yeah, same attribute. So Ben's shield will give Monado 16% crit rate. Further making whatever his crit rate needs are easier is the idea here, while creating a double fire core for the burning reaction. I really, really wish I had the free Lucy from like 1.2 or whenever they did that. 1.3 probably. But beggars can't be choosers. So, and new A ranks will come out. I'll get like free Monica or something, and it'll make Nicole able to not be with Billy all the time. Um, that's the idea here. Okay, so that's that, that's that, that's that. We need to stop by the shrine to get some Denny's. Let's stop by Velume Heights. Wrong NPC. Ashwo. Right, I really, really, really need to get. So this is, I believe, yeah, this is the Jujuan intermission chapter where we just renew our business license. So this won't even like be in anything that matters at all. We're just gonna straight skip through, guys. Straight skipping through, fellas. Some cutscenes you can't skip, by the way. Do you know that? I figured it out at this point. We're really just trying to like skip through everything so that I can be caught up because I've seen it all on main, obviously. So it's like I just want it to be done. So I've been kind of iffy on deciding if I'm gonna allow myself to use trial characters. Oh, actually, I need to go do that.
Zhuyuan, there's a new report out.
Actually, yeah. Don't let me forget to do Mr. Hello management. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. We need to go spend some tokens on that.
Save the trouble and surrender.
Honestly, the cutscenes that aren't skippable are like, yeah, I'm okay with watching that one again. Free Seth would be awesome. Because that would be like just good enough for this account that I wouldn't feel bad about using it, but it also wouldn't be good. You know?
Spotted some mountain lion goons up ahead. Let's cuff them.
Wow, I did not realize she actually said goons. That's crazy. They know their target audience. What can I say? Okay, so this one didn't give me an option, so. Zhuyuan tutorial while we're here. Well, okay, Qingyu tutorial while we're here. She's in this state infinitely. You're charging battery.
It's your call.
Zhuyuan, you hold down basic to spend her bullets. I don't even... These characters are so simple to compare to what we get nowadays. I don't even feel like you need to explain them.
On the second floor.
So,
Looks like we need a key card to access the third floor. Let's find it. Who did they keep this stuff over there? They really think that's going to stop us?
I'm telling you, PC players, you gotta use shift. You gotta use shift as a dodge key. It is so much better. Holy shit. My pinky just hits shift and I dodge. Okay, Zhuyuan tutorial. Zhuyuan, sorry. EX skill, buffs her crit rate. Hold basic to spend bullets. Boom. That's how you play Zhuyuan. Alright.
Elite gang members have
Xingyi tutorial.
all units.
Hold basic to spend meter.
Interesting.
EX skill goes straight into basic attack mode, which builds up battery. Dodge counter. Hold, spend basic again. Stun bar's gone. This is a big guy, so it's going to be 2. I'm going to go Seth into Zhuyuan here. Zhuyuan has 5 bullets. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skill refills 3 and gives us crit rate buff. We go 1, 2, 3. Seth, which probably should have done this before, but whatever. Seth is really broken in trial runs.
Having come this far, the key card must be around here somewhere. Let's defeat it and grab the data.
You're under arrest.
Big guy, so he's going to have 2.
Surrender your
Zhuyuan.
Don't even
Burst does more damage to stunned enemies. I think bullets do as well.
found it. Downloading access privileges now.
Good work. Let's take the elevator.
It's the tutorial making Seth broken. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's fun, but I think he's probably one of the... I want to be careful, because people always think Seth sucks. And that's not what I'm trying to say. But I think he's one of the worst A ranks. But only because he's really only 4 anomaly characters. Like, for that niche, if you have a lot of anomaly characters that need a good support like Seth, sure.
in position.
But, I don't know. Hold basic to get his shield up. He goes back to Zhuyuan. See, stuff like that I think is actually what Seth is really good for, is being a chain attack engine to what
Ready for the big
to the character in front of him in the turn order. I don't think Seth... No. I think Corrin still deserves her spot as the worst A rank.
2 o'clock. Up there.
I just think it's overblown. The problem is that Billy exists. And so Corin's like,
We're after
Corin's just like, why are you here, girl? Like, I love you. We have the same birthday, but why are you here? Billy's already here. No,
Really?
it's,
We'll see about that.
oh god, do I have to fight Jane? Oh, I do have to do this fight. Fuck you. Alright.
Prepare. The fate's
It's not who I thought was there. I'm gonna spend some bullets, because she's gonna get some anyway. Sorry, I'm not very good at Ji-Yuan. I'm like, of all the main DPS in the game, Ji-Yuan's probably one of my worst. I do think S-Rank Nicole is almost certain at some point.
You may remain silent.
Like, soon. Because we got, in Genshin, we're getting whatever her name is.
Justice always prevails. That was a little careless.
need a bandage.
But it's like, all Seth is doing here is being a shielder, because Zhuyuan is, as an attacker, is not going to benefit very much from his anomaly proficiency buff that his shield grants her. Right? So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to feel like he's particularly strong when he's only really 4 anomaly characters.
We've won.
Round them up.
Hands up!
Damn it! These officers are no joke. We need to get out of here.
I feel like,
You're not going anywhere.
What are you looking
alright, tinfoil hat theory. S-Rank Nicole as a rupture character that continues to shred, right? Because that's what she does. She defense shreds. And that's also something that rupture does.
away like some rat?
So Nicole could be a rupture agent, S-Rank. I suppose. She could be, say, our normal ether,
Fighting style is too
S-Rank
Oh, you
rupture,
got me.
compared to Yishuan, who is,
You scumbag. I'm gonna
what's that called? Auric Ink?
square.
Which would then
Resorting to cheap tricks.
be able to anomaly with Yishuan's Auric Ink because of how unique elements and their base element works.
What I'm good at.
I told you not to wander off. Look at us now. We're completely lost. Get up!
I smell etheric matter. Be careful.
These people are only gonna slow us down. PubSec is on our tail. Don't make things difficult. Let's bail.
Hold it!
Who's there? Stay back!
Let them go! They're not a part of this!
Let him go, huh? Sure. If you take their place.
Deal.
He actually agreed?
Oh, Sethy boy, Sethy boy, Sethy boy.
See? Told you it'd work.
You know, honestly, I had not considered that, but now that you ask, I think I'm almost, like, certain that that's what they're gonna do. it's, it's gonna be S-Rank Nicole as a rupture character, yeah.
You're slippery, just like Officer Byron said.
Hold on. Where's Seth?
Wait, did she not even realize? Okay. I guess they had left already. I started looking at my phone because I'm hungry. And I need to get some food. I'll get some food here real quick. They got the hot honey boneless wings on sale. Gimme, girl. So I did this one recently. As in, like, I did it skipping through it. It's not that long. Because I thought of something I needed to go do. What did I think of? Like, right after we started this. The feedback they got from this one, basically, is that it was too long. So this has always been the longest one, in my opinion. I think it'd be cool. Oh, I can pause story. Yeah, let's just pause. Let's just pause and go do some stuff. Because I want to... What did I want to do? Wait, I didn't realize you could do this. This is cool.
Is it work time? Is food included?
What's it gonna do? Fuck. I thought of something I really needed to go do. Like, in-game. Um... See, I need to get to Internaut 40 so that I can craft S-rank discs. Because this is the thing, right? This is what I realized that I had told one of my friends wrong, is that you can't craft these until 40, and drops don't double until 50. So you shouldn't grind a whole bunch of them anyway. Uh, 2 luminous square uh, coins. I was looking for the word. Shit, I was doing really good at not getting sidetracked and confused. Um, we should get Nicole cooking. We should also get Ben cooking as a promoter. Because we're going to have Ben and Minato who need the talent materials. So let's do Ben as the third. I'm just like planning because you have to be really, really, really specific with this stuff. And then once we get Ben and Nicole as a promoter, we'll get Sokaku as a promoter for Ice. And then what's the one we'll need after that? Oh, we don't. Oh, well, electric, physical. Oh, we'll need physical after that. Um, I'll probably do Corin. Billy, to max him out, you need to go into Hollow Zero, and I still don't have no fucking idea where his uh, trust exercise is for that. Where? Oh, it's a quest on Internet? That's weird. I thought it was gonna have to do with these guys. Oh, there's a Nicole thing. Well, that should actually be... Yeah, and that should be her trust upgrade.
What a coincidence. I was just looking for you.
All right, I'm waiting for my order anyway. Let's get this knocked out.
Sharp today. Glad I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. Huh? Luminous
Monument at Luminous Square? Okay. Oh, that monument. Okay. But you're interested in the other one? In this one? Shopping mall. Shopping mall. Oh, the sales board? Nope. See, this is the game. I guess it's probably the movie theater then. I didn't think she would have the no. Maybe I'm just not hitting this angle right. It probably is that. Yeah, there we go. See, it's kind of tricky. Oh, okay, it is the mall. See? How the fuck was I supposed to know? All right. Cole is interested in the scooter. It must be up further. The hydrant? No. No. This seems like it's other side of the street. Nope. Okay. It's got to be the cinema. Ah, see? It's you've really got to line it up. Oh. Right, let's get this one.
Same as always. The foot traffic here is insane. Imagine the cunning hair's reputation if we could hand out flyers here. I'm sure it would boost our sales, right? But tossing paper around here like that might get some unwanted attention from Pubsec.
Also have a... Is she interested in the bird sign? No. Is she interested in these signs? Is it just the waterway? It must just be the waterway. This is also a really common one for some characters. No, guess not. It must be Eve. It must be. No? No? It must be being in the center of them. No? See, like, it's so specific. It's like here. Maybe it's like over here. And we have to be like facing this way. There it is.
Up ahead. Is there a sale?
Yep. I just want to make sure there's like none over here. Doesn't seem like it though. I'm gonna just drop it at this point. We got 4 more to do anyway. 3 in one location is really good.
Sharp today. Glad I didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
For the 6th Street
By the way,
gadget
I
store.
recently
Alright.
came up with this new idea.
Howell's definitely got one. Howell's got one for like basically everyone. Not everyone, but basically everyone. Random Play also has one for basically everyone. It looks like Nicole is one of the characters that Random Play does not have one for. So Godfinger probably does because she's played a lot with Billy. Yep. All right, and that's 5. We're done.
Up ahead. Is there a sale? Here, let me give you the deets. See this gotcha machine here? I figured it all out. Gotcha games are worth playing, sure. But if if you really want to make money off of it, it's better to sell gotcha pulling strategies. So, wanna pull something rare and make it rain Denny's overnight? Just join my group chat and I'll send you my 100K Denny masterclass.
Alright, time to play some Snake.
And an arcade is the best pairing possible.
Write that down. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep going, because
Get out of here early.
I'll start those Snake games when I go to get my order from the door.
10 coupons.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I love Nicole. She's so great. She's so funny. Can't wait for S rank Nicole, man.
You're looking sharp today. Glad I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. Up ahead. Is there a sale? Ah, this spot's got a pretty good vibe.
Was she gonna want to take a picture? Nice. Alright.
Huh? For getting this close? I mean, I don't mind.
Hold on. Okay. So we spin it this way.
Why is my heart racing? Never mind. You gotta take pictures when you go out. Otherwise, it just feels like a waste of money.
I have nothing to do in free roam, so we're just gonna keep going.
You're looking sharp today. Glad I didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
Beauty salon.
This could work. Up ahead. Is there a sale? Let's swing by the beauty salon. You don't really bother with makeup, do you?
Rude. Ma'am. Okay.
I could recommend you some cosmetics. I promise it's not a sponsorship deal. I guess I could give you one or two things to try. Why, you ask? Well, we're partners, right? Besides, it pissed me off if people didn't take you seriously.
Nicole, man. I love her.
I'm gonna
She's
spend a
so
lot
great.
today. Let's use at least
I think
10 coupons.
one. Okay. So this is the last one. So yeah, the wish events are also like what I've been calling them is fluff. Like they're nice fluff for characters that don't get a lot of screen time.
10
You know,
coupons.
no reason to not go see your favorite characters ones and get the rewards out of them.
Wait, hold on. This place is perfect. Right here. Come on, take a photo of me. Make sure you capture my leadership and money-making skills. Got it?
Nostalgic does hit this shop well.
Done? Why do I just look like an ordinary pretty girl? But you're really good with the angles. Guess all that movie watching paid off, huh?
That's 36. Peek. Peek, peek. Oh, no, we need to go play Snake. There's nothing else to do, so we might as well play Snake.
And an arcade is the best pairing possible.
I'm using Nicole PFP in case you didn't catch that when I did them with Ambi. Alright. I'm gonna chill and drink some water. Maybe hit that vape. Where did it go? There it is. I'm gonna get it preheating. $5,000 Denny's should just sit here, by the way. Or if you're like doing homework, right? Gotta study, just have this running on your phone, sitting next to you on the charger. A lot of free resources. That's also, I don't know. I feel like I lecture too much about this. It's just also like having the menu screens of all your characters is cool. And this gives you friendship for that. That's why I'm doing it for Nicole.
Thanks for coming. Hope you had a great time.
Oh, I gotta do one more.
Leave your worries at the door. At Godfinger, it's all about pure entertainment.
It's taking a while, man. Yeah, I'm gonna test if I even need to move. I don't think on the co-op ones you do. Because I think your partner just starts it automatically. Yeah, I don't even have to move. Because it's not like win a game with them. You just have to play. And obviously, like, the thing I like to say when I point out that you can do this, if you want to play the mini game with them, go right ahead. It's roughly the same amount of time whether you actually play it or don't, right? Because it's a fixed timer. So.
We're so good. We should totally host a tournament or something.
And we won anyway. Luigi wins by doing nothing.
Wish I could get out of here early.
I guess she likes Snake Duel. She showed me that. Alright, sorry. I was noticing on my phone that they picked up my food. Getting some boneless hot honey wings, bruh.
Today, let's use at least 10 coupons.
I am going to eat them sparingly, but I do need some protein. And they're okay. They're a lot of sodium. You gotta be very careful with them, but
Nothing to fear.
let's get Nicole's black hole upgraded. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I'm okay with doing burst and I almost feel like chain attack was the smarter choice. I think I'm gonna pivot to chain attack, yeah. These are just for talents, right? Yeah, I'm okay with doing that. Because she's my one ether unit, so the less battery I have to spend on ether talents, the better. I'm okay with using them there, actually. Yeah. To get chain attack maxed. So my recommendation, when you see chain attack, as needed, that's a bad take. You should still prioritize what they tell you to prioritize, right?
Services are expensive.
Actually, this one, because she chain attacks in her kit, they might tell you to upgrade it. Yeah, they do. Okay, let's look at a different one. Billy, they might tell you to too, because it's really good. Yeah, this is absurd. You're increasing the multipliers on every time they chain attack in off a stun as a part of a stun chain. This is an upgrade. It's a tertiary upgrade, but this only if needed is a terrible wording. You should also upgrade this. My recommendation would be only to 7. This is where it switches over into purple chips. Blue chips are much easier to get than purple chips. That's why this is my recommendation, generally. But I personally always take dodge counter and chain attack into 7 minimum. And for characters that do it a lot for damage, like for Billy specifically, I probably will go all the way to 11. I mean, on this account, I'll probably do a lot more, but we'll be careful with crowns for now. I guess I still should be playing, like, we will be pulling one day, right? I should be like wasting crowns on Billy. Well, that's not a waste, but you know what I mean. All right, let's do this boss fight again for another Sokaku drop, because I think I have time before my food gets here, and if not, they'll leave it at my door anyway. Billy, see that's a level 7. Billy, that's a level 7. Just saying, I'm proving my point. So skill here, then finish with a basic. That's how you extend ambies. I dodged early. Skill, and then extend with basic. Parry into Nicole. I'm actually going to go back into Anby there. Fun fact that I just learned. On a parry flash, if you hit the shift back key, fun fact, if you didn't know that, there's a shift back key. If you hit the shift back key on a parry flash, you will parry with the character behind them in turn order, not in front of them. Especially for cutting hairs when Nicole is out, like just happened. To go back into Anby, it's very relevant. Oh, that's crazy that I can do that. I didn't know that. I'm just gonna... This is gonna kill. Billy. Anby. Bang boo. Nicole kills, yeah. It's Nicole into Billy on field rotation from there, but that's cutting hairs. That's cutting hairs. It's... Nicole has some hidden kits that you can do as well, but I don't really use them because in Cunning Hairs especially, Nicole is really just here as a support. She's not built for DPS at this point, so it's pointless to try to use her that way. Is kind of the mentality. Alright, so that's Sokaku's drive skill done. Ben is probably next. Oh, Ben's is done. Okay. I'll do Shinyu after I get some food.
I'm sorry.
And I'll probably work on Korin. I'm probably going to work on Korin,
Don't look
I
at me.
think. Like ascending her, because she's behind, right?
I'm sorry.
So we'll probably do that.
Don't look at me.
Part of, because I went so fast, part of this account's problem was that I didn't have battery, and I wasn't going to burn the batteries, because these are for farming artifacts when we finally do hit 50 to get to 60. So I will be right back. My food's up the road, and I am going to go grab it. BRB. Alright, food acquired. Gun. Ooh, I need to grab some of this drink, bro. I gotta tell him to stop sending me straws. I have like a really nice metal straw that a family member gave to me. It's a weird thing to have, I know. My life is a lot like that. Like, really? You have a sentimental metal straw? And I'm like, yeah, really, no, I do. Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to think like what do we need to watch for this account, right? Oh, let's get this done. I'll do one stage of this and I'll be done eating. Which one's this one? Oh, this is the 3 one? Okay. I've done this event so many times on so many accounts. Dude, we might not get perfect scores on everything, but don't worry. I'll get this done. All right. You guys want anything? We're done. Hmm. I forgot there's a speed up mode. Let's get that on. Mm. I tell you what, those boneless hot honey wings, boy. They ain't good for you. But when they hit, yeah, see, I'm not going to get it perfect because this setup doesn't actually kill the boss, but and I'm such a fast eater that I'm done eating. The story I love to tell, the story my all of my siblings and I tell to explain why we're such fast eaters is that mother has had issues with eating their whole life. See, I'm saying this like on YouTube, so I want to be a little more delicate because you're not privy to the dynamic in the family where it's very like casual. But so if we took too long to eat, our mother would eat our fries. And so we all developed the habit of eating very quickly so that we would get our fries. And we all actually share this trait. It's very funny. I need to adjust my mic really quick. One sec. Sorry, I got some shit in my eye, I think. Okay, I really think I need to learn. Whoa, I understand Ben. That's not true. I want to read his burst. Ah, I understand. I understand completely. You see this part right here? When activating the skill, additionally recover 3 assist points. Is that on any other burst? It is not. That's what Ben does with his burst. I see he's a defensive points creator. So this icon, right? This switch character icon, the 6 bips around it, when he bursts, he's going to restore 3 of those, which you use every time you parry. So, by using him correctly, he is going to give me 3 more parries every time he bursts. Yeah, Ben is really, really good. Actually, I fully understand why there is a community of Ben mains who thinks he's far too under-respected. That's really good to know. Because that's the thing, right? I'm having to learn all the free characters, Ben included, because I don't have access to any other tool. And his basic is just a basic? Yeah, okay. So we're not touching this. I mean, we'll take it to 3. My recommendation is take it out of the green stage, everything. So from 1 to 3. Which, if you're free to play, you can probably cut that step. Like, do you really need, for in this case, do you really need a level 3 basic attack versus a level 1? You're only going to use parries anyway. You probably don't need to worry about that if you're free to play. But like me personally, as someone who's not free to play and has like extra resources laying around, I do it all the time. It doesn't make a difference. Um, I kind of even do it on my free to play accounts, and it doesn't make a difference. But I just haven't done it here because resources are very sparse. So, because right now I just want to get as much battery stockpiled as I can, personally. Within reason, like I'm going to use it to play the game. But I want battery stockpiled for when I get to like 40 and 50, where I hit max levels of things. Just this. Sorry if it's making noise. It's only a little adjustment. I'm still working out the positioning of. I moved a bunch of stuff around. I've done a remodel since I've streamed last a lot. Oh, my phone's at like 10%. Hold on. Oh, yet another thing I need to go take care of. Hold on. $420, baby. Take a hit. Sorry. My directional microphone. You can't actually hear me hitting my vape for that. God, getting this directional mic was a great idea. I mean, um, it's definitely still like baby's first directional mic vibes, but um, I really like the way this changes the way my streaming setup works. Anyway,
Time for some hard labor.
Don't look at me.
I did say I want to get Corrin caught up, but I don't need her yet, and I don't want to waste battery. Waste a strong word. I'd be happy to have her, but
Need something?
so
Expensive?
yeah, I think it's best to just keep. What did I need to do? What did I need to do? I need to do something. This is really fucking with me. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. We were gonna do Shinyu. Yeah. Let's go check this out. I want to see if I can get one more. No. Okay. Oh, disputed node. Perfect. Enemy weakness fire.
Is it work time?
Time for some hard labor.
Nothing to.
I have
Yeah.
Scott Starlight Nights. Let's go.
We're done now.
Yeah. Let me explain why Ben's good. Now keep in mind, Ben's team building ability is not activated, meaning that his shield is not giving crit rate right now. But so other than being slow, which is what people always complain about, parry, follow up with the skill button again, parry, but no energy, so no follow up, which is unfortunate. Parry, follow up. By the way, look at all that daze that Ben just built. Stunner, by the way. And we're at a chain attack. Billy, Nicole, Billy, Billy. Oh, I didn't really expect him to do that. Missed the parry on that one. I'm just gonna Billy because I can get a lot of damage out of here without actually having a problem. Yeah, and then parry into... Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, Billy, Nicole, Billy, spin, Billy, spin, burst. What round is this? Okay, spin, 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 spin. Honestly, I'm just gonna kill him. Spin, spin, spin. Alright, wave 2 of 2. Perfect. Barry. Nicole. Black hole. Billy. Billy needs some energy is why I'm getting in on this. Parry. Parry. Parry actual with Nicole. Parry actual with Billy, which is actually a dodge counter because Billy works weird. Parry into Ben again. Parry. And that's the stun. Billy. Big creature, but not boss, so into Nicole because it's a 2. Back into Billy. Billy skill. Spin. 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 Skill. Spin. Burst. Spin. 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 Do it again. I'm just going to burst because I don't feel like I need to be using the assist points function. And I was curious to see how much days it would do, which the answer was not a whole lot. So next is to check the application because I wasn't paying attention to that. Parry. I'm just going to Nicole here. I would like to get Billy some energy. Parry back into Ben. Parry and Nicole. Okay, I'm going to Nicole on field here. Back into Ben. I missed the parry. Parry. There's the stun. Billy. Nicole. Billy. Spin. Skill. Spin. 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 We're not going to get a burst here. Spin. EX skill. Spin. 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 Back into you, which I'm going to do right now just to get Flinch's buff. Back into Billy. Or, sorry, Ben, not Billy. Not used to saying that I'm using Ben. Parry into Nicole. Back into Ben. We're out of assist points, so I'm going to use Ben's burst here to restore assist points. Boom, we're back up to 4. Parry. Parry into Nicole. That's game. Yep, Ben's good. Yep. Yep, Ben's good. 100% happy with that. Hold on. Okay, so I wanted to. I have one of my friends whose accounts I worked on today really likes Ben. And so now that I really understand how he actually works, I'm like, oh, Ben's really good. Not sure if he's here or not. She might be. Anyway, by the way, sorry, I just put something in my mouth that's really gross of me. By the way, I want you to keep in mind everything you just witnessed, that S rank from Ben, no weapon, no engine. He got MVP. That's incredible to me, actually. Wow, that changes the whole game. Wait, that actually changes the whole game because that's crazy. Because that's so good. That's like so good. That's like so, so good. Like my mind's being blown a little bit here. That's really good. Okay. Anyway, the reason I did that was for Ben. So we got that puzzle piece there, which you can see, which is the sixth puzzle piece. Right? Where is it? Where are they? Yeah, six. So six of these is an A rank engine. So now we're gonna go to 6th Street, and I need to analyze what engine I am crafting for Ben.
You know, the sun shining so brightly today makes it the perfect condition for shopping.
It's probably Bunny Man. No, it's not. That's terrible for him. Oh, it's defense main stat. Never mind. It's probably Bunny Man. Right? This is. I could see this one being for him because he's a stunner.
I have a
Okay,
feeling
I'm actually going to
want to give it a whirl?
I'm going to yield the floor to my betters and give you guys a good example of how I do that while doing so. Hold on. I need to like, it's annoying. I need to like move around in OBS to get it to
Way my wallet can keep up with all these
pick up new
exclusive
tab. There we
discount
go.
releases.
So, first person I always check. Oh, this is awkward. I, for some reason, had my own post in this Google Chrome history. Okay, so first thing I always go to interest groups Endless Zone Zero, Hoyo Guides,
Hey there, having trouble deciding what to buy? I can always give you some tips.
Agent Guides, Fire, Ben, and you know what? Gamer Butler might not have one because of how old Ben is. There are a couple people I like to look to. Miyabi's Sword is definitely one of them. Unfortunately, he is not giving me W Engine recommendations.
With all these new
Yeah,
surprise
okay.
releases.
Ben Game 8. So Game 8 has been my go-to for actually a long time for like backup info. Like they're not my main source, but what I like is that they do usually, yeah, see they're saying original Transmorpher for him, which I do actually kind of understand. Like they're even saying Disc 6 Impact is what he can run, which I think I'm gonna do.
I have a feeling that your luck is out of this world today. Want to give it a whirl?
Cure it. Hmm. This is important too, though, because I don't think his parry makes him invincible. I don't think.
Catch you again soon.
Like, we really have to think about this. There is no going back once I craft this. So we really, really, really have to make a careful selection, which is one of the reasons I've been putting this off. Oh! Oh! So he gains his own shield when he hits EX. At which point, the shield that is removed heals over time. And Ben's max HP is what that scales off. So the HP main stat of this weapon is actually useful to him. Because it okay, yeah. Then original Transmorpher is definitely the call. Absolutely. I mean, not over his signature. I don't have a signature. I want to be very clear on that. His signature is Biss. Like, read that motherfucker? I wish I could use that on other characters. But for me, because I can't get his signature, it's going to be original Transmorpher. So let's go get that. I'm just going to roll 100. We'll need it to upgrade the engine too. So. Oh, good. Machines.
What are you waiting for? Catch a bullet? My bullets never lose sight of their target. It's no good. Easy target. Perfect.
I'm not going to waste his buff on... Yeah. Oh, I missed the... I'm telling you, man, you gotta use shift. Keyboard players, you gotta use shift for your dodge key. Every time I press it, now that I'm used to it, I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better than right mouse. Oh my god, holy shit. I can't believe I've been using right mouse for so long as my shift key.
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
There's my dodge key, sorry. I've been using right mouse button and my shift key. Loving it. Loving it. That's the thing, is it's like... See? Like, no polls, no gambling, just in it for the love of the game. And I fucking love it. Like, that's one of the most, like, enlightening experiences for me, is, like, I don't think I would be having this experience trying to do this in Genshin. I feel like I would just be miserable being like, I don't have, you know, Bennett, even. I don't know. There are people who've done it. Like, let's not take that away from them. If they enjoyed it, that's great. I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like I would enjoy this in ZZZ a lot more than I would in any other gacha game.
Is it work time? Is food included?
Just because of how much I enjoy the combat. So yeah, like it's I highly recommend this experience. It teaches you a lot about the game. I'm not ending stream. It kind of sounds like I'm wrapping up. I'm just kind of like, I was snacking a little bit there. And I'm gonna pour another drink here. Oh, let's get Ben's. Oh. I must have disabled the ability to just warp straight to box gallery from the weapons menu. Bummer.
You know, the sun shining.
Yeah, original Transmorpher.
Perfect condition for shopping.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Exactly what you wanted, right? Catch you again soon. Is it work time?
Time for some hard labor?
Okay, hold on. Let's equip it first. Oh, I'm so happy that not only that I feel like that I finally got Ben his weapon, But that's the other thing, the sense of achievement with getting stuff like this done. Oh, it's so good. But not only that I got him his weapon, but also that I feel like I truly understand the character. And like that's gonna transcend this account. Like I will be able to build Ben on my main account, for example. Eventually. I have a lot of projects, but that's another reason I like having a lot of accounts, is it's just like I can play with characters I don't have built and try things with the resources that I don't actually care about. Especially this account, like I'm gonna try to get both a main DPS Sokaku set and a support set for her.
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
And then Ben, I'm actually also thinking I may get a main DPS set, like a fire damage disc 5. And that's... Sorry, I had to cough. Keep in mind that this is like early talk, so if I get deeper into like learning Ben and it's like, no, actually the math on disc 5 defense is better than a fire damage disc 5 even because of how he scales with defense, I'd be like, oh, okay. You know, thank you for giving me that information. I will put away my idea of fire damage disc 5. But yeah, now especially now that I've seen how Ben like fully works in preparation for Monado, I am very ready. I am very ready. Freedom Blues Ben. Wait, cook with me. Wait, cook with me for a second. What does Freedom Blues do? No, it's just build-up resistance, right? It's not relevant. I know I stunned that mob and then I didn't care, but I actually just think I'm going to kill it on this stun. Because I just go Nicole here, Billy, skill, burst, they're both done. Keep in mind, like, this is the very beginning of endgame, but we are in endgame. I have hit the difficulty spike. 40 will be the real difficulty spike, though, to be fair.
Time for some hard labor?
Actually, I want to check this one. Okay, I need to get Trust. I need to clear 7th Frontier on Shinyu. And I need to get to 40 to get to trial number 9. And I need to upgrade 1 Bangbu to 40. Okay. Alright. Got you. Training. Oh! Now that I'm in this room, I remember what I told people to tell me to not to forget to go do. Mr. Hello. Okay. Okay, that one's locked still. Okay. So I have done enough of this that it doesn't actually matter. Okay, cool. Because this is just Indranaut and Polychrome. So, unless I need, like, the EXP, which I'm saving for later on, or the Denny's, which I don't need right now, right? There's no reason to actually be doing this. For me, as someone who understands the game. And is not trying to get pulls. Okay, let's stop this. Let's continue undercover R&B. Wish they did this more often with the focused story mode. Would it be cool if I could, like, if I could switch to my promoter at the video store, you know? Like if I have Evelyn as my promoter at the video store, or like I have Ambi on this account right now. If I'm like in immersive storytelling with Belle, I could like go back to Ambi at my promoter as 6th Street, right? Oh wait, that would be cool. Wait, I might actually send that one in as feedback, because that's a really good idea. And they have the functionality to do it from Jane episode. Does raise the question of what you do with like Hetty and stuff though. So this is how we go to missions in Jane episode, I believe. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 missions. I think. Yeah, I know how to play Jane. Oh,
Let's start investigating. The
sorry.
tunnel's over there.
Only, okay, listen. I need to defend myself because I just claimed to know how to play Jane and I'm gonna suck ass because I'm not a Jane main. But I do at least understand how the character works functionally because I have her and I love Jane because, like, of course I do, right? Like, if you know me, of course I love Jane. Jury's out on whether or not this is faster. I really don't know. I don't think it is. But I have such a habit of pressing shift. I don't understand. Am I supposed to, like, I remember doing this the first time. I thought I was supposed to dodge through the gate. And I do that.
Security laser grid. I'm not going
Oh.
to rush things. Let's go around. There are security doors everywhere. Maybe they lead to something useful. This crate appears to be pretty new.
I will say, though, the shift to dodge, man, ever since I got used to it. I know I'm a broken record, but,
Security card.
oh, it's so nice.
Let's give it a try. Great. Open it.
See, I'm just used to it.
Let's keep going.
So I think what it is about Jane is that she's sprinting by default. Now that I'm, like, thinking about why that doesn't work. Right? Like, she seems to switch to sprint by default. Maybe every character does this. I swear I missed that. I did just get hit. What's for food? I just ate boneless wings. Whoa.
Let's keep going. Is that a control?
Oh, right.
It could have intel, so it's worth checking.
Yeah.
Super easy.
He automatically runs. Maybe every character does this, and I'm high as shit, but I don't think so. I think this might be a feature of Jane that I'm just realizing.
Let's keep going.
See, because I just switched to running there, but if I stop here... Oh, I just switched to running again because it's so programmed into me. See, she just switches straight to running. I didn't do that. Interesting. Okay.
This will take us to the other side of that blocked off area. I'll make it painless.
Oh, I forgot I'm not using Jane in Lost Void. No! My passion state, no! I hit it early. That's on me, yeah. Fair enough. I've got to look at what her skill does. Hold on. I can.
Which alias should I
What does her skill do? It literally is just that. The passion state's got to change it. How do I get into the passion state? It's off basic? Generates oh, I'm gonna have to read all of this. I'm just... Yeah. Unlike Ben, I don't have like a targeted question to read, so yeah, no. I'm gonna have to look into that later.
How do you...
Let's keep going. Great. We made it around. Let's get investigating. Let's keep going.
Now, you're the prey.
Be good, right? Yeah. I probably didn't need to burn my spin there,
Let's keep
but...
going.
I really wasn't expecting that one from behind. You got me. Bro got me.
Another mechanism. Let's find a way around it.
See, I really thought you could just dodge through them. It feels like you should be able to, right? It's not just me.
Hopefully, this is the last door.
You and me both, girl. Telling you, shift with the pinky, baby. Oh my god. So much better. Okay, except for I just didn't press it, but...
Finally made it.
Oh, it's when she's sprinting she does that. Is it? Wait, is it? Wait, okay. Jane, stop. And then she comes out of it sprinting when she's walking. I see. Okay. I get it. Okay.
It's never easy, is it?
Can't believe they made a sequel to Bloodborne and it's a fucking rat. Man, if only you could use Nekomata's engine, that would be really fun with Jane.
Stay focused. This'll be painless. Finally made it. Hope there'll be some leads about the lion's den.
Yeah, I think Jane is clicking. I think I just expect her to be more complex than she is. Not that there's anything wrong with that. She's still really fun, but... Sorry. I'm getting some setup on the other monitor. Hold on. Okay. I'm not going to bother pausing story. I'm just going to keep going. Story is by far the best way to gain Internet experience, so at least catching up is a good idea. And it's going to unlock features anyway. Like, I can't do Deadly Assault right now. So, it's kind of important. There is one thing I want to point out here that I think is kind of cool. In this part of the story where you're playing as Jane instead of Belle, they actually made like a Mountain Lion Gang NPC that drives you around. I mean, like, obviously, right? But it's nice that it's not like, oh, just open your map and go to 6th Street. and she's like over here if you want to go back. Oh, I guess you can't talk to her to go back. Never mind. It's a straight line. Never mind. I've been fooled by the smoke and mirrors. I do love Jane, though. There's the Among Us achievement. Sorry, what was that? 101225 appeared thrice. I'm pretty sure I tried that though, didn't I? What's this one? I'm kind of enjoying the fluff of it for this moment. That's equal parts possible dead person and possible character tease, but I feel like that would have been. It felt more like dead person. Let's just be honest. The vibes there felt more like dead person than it did new character tease. Oh, I gotta go in this way. But, you know, wouldn't be the first time. That's all I gotta say. All right, now we need to go to 6th Street to go see the video manager. Oh my god. They met. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Ah, I can't take photos. Fuck. So there is a one of the hidden achievements in the game that was for Astra before she was announced. If you take 5 pictures of different promotional marketing with Astra in it, you don't have to like save the picture or anything, but you get some polychrome for it. Uh, so good to know. And you can Google online like the locations of each picture if you care, but it's a scavenger hunt basically. Like one would be, for example, this image of Astra here on the record label. I'm pretty sure this one counts. There's an image of Astra here on Howl's Newsstand. Pretty sure this one counts. Uh, so yeah, just taking pictures of those marketing materials. This is gonna start another immersive story. I'm gonna go pee real quick. All right. My wheelchair. My chair's wheel. Let me say that differently. Um, bumped my water there, but you probably didn't even hear it. Directional microphone OP. Um, yeah, it didn't knock it over. Is the sorry. My water jug is like big enough that it doesn't get knocked over easily. Wide enough, I guess I would say. Which is why I put it on the floor because it doesn't spill.
Notice from public security.
And even then, I don't do it all the time.
For a trip to the...
Oops.
Up ahead. They sure are fast. That idiot is triggering all the traps. Oh, what the... cluster bombs? And a laser net. This smell. Watch out. Ethereal. Gotta focus on dodging. Good thing they didn't get attacked. They managed to make it deeper into the building. Not bad.
You're like, you can do it here, which is why it weirded me out.
Seems I got light exercise for the day. There's that idiot. An attacking laser net. Better not hurt my tail. They should be just up ahead. Gotta...
Alright, cutscene time.
Anything else to say?
Like, I actually think I was watching this again on a different account. I actually think this is one of the better story missions in retrospect. I think they were cooking a little bit on Jane's story.
You will.
I think they were cooking just a little.
Don't worry, you're up next. Jane, what are you doing? You're breaking the rules now, too?
No way, boss. Just, didn't you say, when the time's right, I can become a bodyguard?
Yeah, so what?
We mountain lions are fierce and unbeatable. Not even those pubsec idiots can stop us. It'd be a waste to get rid of him like this, don't you think?
What's your point?
With him here, I think the time has come. Let me fight in front of the gang to prove myself and earn
Ooh.
a shot at promotion. I propose a duel in the lion's den.
Hold it
I love, like,
Channel
the
map.
cinematography there of, like, small stature Jane, but her, like, uh, it's not even cinematography, it's like posing. It's like, oh, it's so good. It's just one shot, but it's so good.
Brothers caught, business stolen, operations ruined, territory shrinking. And what did we do in response? We ran. We hid. Scattered like mice.
Elephant Thyren win.
Down.
Imagine, wait, imagine. Elephant Thyren. And it's like elephant and mouse. Like, she and Seth have cat and mouse going on, right? But there's also, like, elephant and mouse vibes.
We are
Hmm.
real lions. Not some scaredy cats.
That would be kind of fire, actually. That would be a kind of fire dynamic. I don't know what it would be beyond that. But, like, rat Thyren, elephant Thyren, that would be a cool dynamic just on, like, animal. But that's the cool part about Thyrens, is, like, there's so much narratively going on with what animal they choose as the Thyren alone.
Well, Razor, what do you say?
When the lion's den is ready, I'll send someone for you. Until then, keep an eye on the cat. You got it, boss.
Much appreciated, boss.
And of course she's hot too. I
won't
mean,
let you down.
that helps. All I'm saying is Yadari might be like the Jane of 2.0. It is kind of seeming that that's what it's going to be.
I finally managed to get
Think so? I'll have to look into that one. I don't think so. I don't think there are bird Thyrens yet.
Seriously, another task to collect access cards. Three cards. They really couldn't come up with anything better to test me. Let's start investigating. The target's over there. Don't be sorry. It'll be over soon enough. Great. That's the first access card.
I mean, at the moment, we're not really sure what Thyren are. I'm pretty sure what we're building to with all the, like, clone stuff and with Orphe is that Thyrens were made, not, you know, like somebody messed up. Like, they're not a natural occurrence, is what I mean. And for some reason, they are now reproducing. Which, who knows what's going on there.
This'll be painless. Let's keep
It's like you don't see any, like, let's be like, okay, I'm thinking of which ones I could make. Let's just use Jane and Seth because they're both legal. You don't see any, like, cat rat Thyrens, right? You only see rat Thyrens and cat Thyrens. So we can't be too deep into, like, generationally how these species breeding would work if they could breed with one another. Versus if, like, rat Thyrens can only have children with rat Thyrens. And again, I'm talking about the sexual reproduction of fictional characters, which at this point is like somebody has to have written that for it to exist in the first place, which is a 50-50 that even happened. So we at this point we really just have to wait and see where they go with this, but they really have not explained what Thyrens are, other than that they're a part of this world and just a race that exists. Even though it seems like what animal they are is very specific and independent, and it raises a lot of questions about where all of these family lines came from. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, you can keep your spin, and then you get a spin. Wait a minute. That was big brain. Wait, how did I do that? I was just yapping. Wait, I'm gonna have to remember that I can do that. I didn't realize. Oh, the spin point is independent of the meter.
All right, that's all three of them. Time to go and get promoted.
Yeah, like I'm. Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely certain that they the lore was not. The lore has been retrofitted around the character designs.
You brat. What are you doing?
I can't stand dishonesty. I've heard enough and I've taken enough. You demand loyalty, but will sacrifice your companions on a whim for your own greed. Jane, do you get it now? The filthy nature of these gangsters.
I wonder what
If
this
you
song's
just
called.
agreed to my terms, we could have avoided
I
all
don't
this
think this is
nonsense.
the
You're
Ellen
still
one.
obsessed with. Hang on. What did you say?
I agreed to your terms. Turning over a new leaf, changing for the better. Okay, I agree.
Huh?
I mean it. Just try pulling on the cuffs with both hands.
It's no use.
I still love that they use this as a twist. I had completely forgotten about it
But how?
until I watched this
You were
cutscene again.
dehydrated and you drank a lot of water, right?
I don't want to talk about the bathroom, Jane.
Urination plus sweating speeds metabolism enough to almost
Totally
completely
forgot
reverse
this
the
was a
metabolic
twist.
Why you made me drink all that?
Jane, now you betray me.
She
Well,
made him
you have
drink
every
water
right to
so
play
that he
as
would
I'm
pee
sorry,
out the
I can't let
trucks.
myself out. I've already
So
got
funny.
the key.
Card? You swiped it when you were getting beaten up? Fine. Even better. I'll just kill the traitor then. It'll boost my rep all the same. I'll show you how much weight a mountain lion's name carries. Any last words?
Hit him where it hurts.
Missed that parry. That's fine. So if I do this, and then like parry swap, well, okay, that didn't quite work.
The expert is here.
Hmm. But it did work.
Donut. No escape.
Execution! Continue!
The pressure's off. Now, you're the prey.
I will not lose!
I'll bring you to justice myself.
My power system's down!
Your crime won't be forgiven.
A little gift for ya.
It's not over! Get them! Don't
These guys are so persistent.
I mean, anything's possible if you haven't written it. It's- like, theoretically, sure. Alright, and that is go up to bed, which is the marker of the end of the chapter. Oh, rebuild, redo. Nice. And we're very close. So was that Jane story? What? Wait, what? Was that Jane's story? Question marks? Oh, it was Jane's special episode. Okay. It's just forced part of the story as the tutorial for what special episodes are. They really should explain that better, because I was confused. Okay. Let's see, there is Tour de Inferno, and then the Astra chapter, and then Hugo, Vivian, but actually nothing to unlock now. I mean, other than I have to get like, oh no, not on this account, I don't. Oh, okay, actually I don't have to touch chapter 1 story anymore. I mean, other than for Internet XP.
Sokaku, ready!
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I mean, we did make a lot of good progress today. It might be fine to just call that here for this account anyway. Definitely not done, but for this account I think that's fine. Oh, I should be crafting these. Okay, to craft 8? Yeah, no, never mind. Craft these for me, baby. Thank you. Get these in here. And get these in here. Thank you. You don't have auto collect tips? Fuck. Okay. Alright. Obtained 400,000. We're still really far away from that. Let's go over to Devon Pawn Shop. We are good there. Let's go Yumcha Sin. We can turn in one of those. Perfect. Devon. 280. Okay, still no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I know what it is. I just okay. Of the Galleria at Lumina Square. Okay. Well, that's that taken care of. And I guess it's this guy is gonna. Oh, this guy's gonna be a HIA coin. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of, let's go take that to the trash can. Equal exchange. Just running some errands. Hmm. You know, this is starting to feel like a good spot to end stream. It's been, what, 3 hours? Ah, we just crossed the 3 hour mark. Yeah. It's feeling like time. Feeling like time. I'm losing steam on rambling. Gotten a lot of good energy out. Spent battery on this account.
Need something?
You have to bunch.
Time to shine.
I think this account just needs to recharge at this point.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna try to stream more often. I'm probably gonna try to do. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do once a week. Um, as for day and time, I don't know yet. Probably just be by the ear whenever I want to stream, but I do want to make more content and get into ZZZ stuff, especially because I really love this game and I know a lot of shit about it. So yeah, peace. Thanks for watching.